This is the built bathroom, and the tap is leaking for some time there, and the owner side, and whatever they change the any different sort of the jumper washers keep leaking. So today I come in try to change the Easytap Easyeals and see how it goes. So what we need is some tools, and I brought in adjustable spanner, some of the spare parts. Basin taps, you have 4 different sizes of the spindles. So you have very deep seated, say 52 millimeters. You have 42 to 48 millimeters depth. That's all the herbal taps. You also have the say standard short seat, it's 23 millimeters one. Now I'm going to take it out of the tap. First thing is try to drain all the leftover water from the pipe. Then you just make sure there's no the waters going on the bench top. So now the water pretty much it's drained out. So I use adjustable spanner to remove this bolts. Okay, take off the handles. I have to move this one side, and you can do one by one, but I like to do the both together. Okay, take out handles. So taking the flange sometimes really stiff. So I normally, just push hard, then I can remove the belt. Okay, take this one this side. Okay, this side. Very good. Okay, now I use the adjustable spanner to hold up here. Okay, it's going. Still some water out. So if some water out, I'm going to say drain the toilet. So when I drain the toilet water, this water should be going down. Okay, the jumper wash it out from the hole. Okay, that's a good water, no doubt about that. This is good water. But put it this way, think about that. The water is a soft of the material, but the tap seat is a rigid, hard, the brass metal. So then, whatever you do, the soft, fresh, the hard things, the water will be wear out. If you don't change that quite often, then it will cause the leaking, that's for sure. For a long time, not changing the water, then the tap seat biting a crack. So this tap it's biting a crack already underneath. Probably too hard to see inside, but I can tell you that, because there is a crack. Okay, so normally the plumbers will do the reseating work just to make sure the tap seat got smooth, then change the jumper washer again. Today we're going to change the Easyseals tap. Now I put into the millimeters one. So I got a 48 millimeters of the spindle. Really very important step. That's as difficult as one as well. If you don't know the tap depth, especially for the basin, then it will be quite hard. But if for the wall ones, it's okay. That's in Australian standard, just one size, the shallow seat. So that's going to be about 23.4 millimeters. But say if people reseat it, that should be not more than 28 millimeters for the wall ones I'm talking about. If over 28 millimeters, that's really very dangerous. You can't do any reseating work anymore because it will go through. So then you have to change all these settings behind the wall. So we should try to avoid for that. Now I'm trying to change the spindles. The 43 to 48 millimeters of the tap spindle. So now I'll open it up. Okay, so that's the instruction. So when installed, have to read the instruction carefully. You know what you're doing and what you're going to do. Okay, I'll leave that to one side. I have the spindles ready for me. This is the Easyseals spindle. So bottom part, you got the Easyseals. So you have the ceramic disc built up inside of the cartridge. So when you're turning off the ceramic discs, the seals stay there forever, not moving at all. So that means after installed, the seal will be stay there, no cost. People worry about if you have to change the seals, change anything. Change nothing, you don't have to change anything. Now, definitely another thing is very important. That's the lock nut, adjustable the depth. So this lock nut, you have to definitely remove it before you installed. Some people install whole together, then you can't adjust of their depth, then cause leaking. Now, keep remember that this fiber washer is going to stay there. You can temporarily remove it, but you have to send it back to the attached with the spindle. Now I'm going to install this. Yep. I use the hand screw in until reach to the seal. Then I use the adjustable spanner to tighten up. So how tight? It's very tight. That's a good question. So normally I would recommend it. So you tighten up fairly firm. You know, you found it's quite stiff already. You don't have to do too much, and otherwise, then you know you probably squash off the tap seat. Now I got lock nuts. So the lock nuts is put with the barrel. Okay. Now I'm doing the other side of the spindle as well. Usually they take out. Now here's another spindle. Take out the lock nut. Okay, beautiful. Okay, now before I put in the flanges and the handles back, I would like to turn on the water first and see how it goes. Now we have turned on the mine already, and no leaking, nothing leaking from the spindle, from the tap spout, and turning this hot tap. There we go. Okay, beautiful, no problem, everything's fine, and no any drip. So now I put in the lock nuts in dressing rings first, and then have the lock nuts. That's dressing rings done, and the handles, and now the job is done. Beautiful. So you have a so easy turning tap. Off, easy, so easy. You can turn it many times, no cost. Say no more drip, no any drip. Was leaking frequently and it can't stop, but now it solved the problem. So this is Easytap with Easyseals. So if you want to know more information, please go to www.leakingtapfree.com.au. You can find out more information from there, and also you can see the different of the product range and the dimensions. Thank you.